intervened. She said, no, no, no. That look like trouble in the morning. When the nigga start to unplug, when the music start to pump up, and the girl are ready to ramage. In the morning, when I'm nowhere close to sober, when the party hours over, and everybody ready to jump and play. Ready to jump and play.
9 WEFM. WhatsApp us or call us at 457-9997. Activated Mornings on WEFM 99.9 is on now.
All right, so the time here in SVG, it is 9:26, and we are in our Talk to Us segment for today. This is where you get interactive with us being Dianna and myself, Roleza. And you shoot a question to us or you give us something brand new. All right, so the number to call is 457-9997. And we are live on Facebook and YouTube. So you can shoot your message there as well as on the WhatsApp. All right. So, you know the drill. We're giving you 10 seconds to reach out to us if you wish for us to talk about something in particular. All right. So already we have somebody on the phone. All right. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I should say good morning again. Yes. I couldn't let this opportunity pass by without paying tribute to that police officer by the name of Michelle Andrews, who made headlines in this country. Not through her own doing, but she made headlines for a dastardly act that was committed against her.
Was committed or alleged to have been committed.
Yeah, thanks. You could put in the words.
Thank you very much.
And I wonder how Vincentian woman, how they felt about her passing. I can speak about this because I had a lot of information on this. I actually spoke to the victim because when I heard the news, I couldn't believe it. And I made sure I got to know her and spoke to her. And let me say this, from the time of that incident, I know she suffered. She suffered for something that she was not guilty of until the Prime Minister had to say he forgave her. And whatever else. I don't have to tell all this story because I know how some people would feel uncomfortable about this. But I, Dave Roberts, want to be the first person, if people are afraid to express their condolences to, well, I knew her mother and all of that too. So I want to be the first person to say goodbye and I feel the pain. I feel the last place I saw her was at the hospital in a wheelchair, only to find out that she had suffered a stroke, and her son was pushing her in that wheelchair. I am hoping that those who are concerned and those who say they love women in this country could send her home with a decent funeral. That would not help. I mean, I don't know if it would help, but I am hoping that to those who are concerned will take this opportunity to give her a good send-off by giving her a special funeral or paying for her funeral. Oh God, man, that is an incident I will never forget in my lifetime. Thank you. Have a good day.
All right. Thanks, Dave. All right. All right. So that is Dave's contribution with regards to the passing of former police officer Michelle Andrews. And I will say this on that particular topic. I know on the weekend when the story broke, a lot of persons were hung up on, the Kenton Eyewitness News. I mean, not the Kenton Eyewitness News article. A lot of persons were hung up on the title of the article, right? The headline. But what it is that I got from that article, from reading through it, is that number one, it takes a lot of strength and a lot of courage. Okay, so let me hear from that caller, and then I'll finish my thoughts after. Hi, caller. Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Dave just called a while ago,
Mm-hmm.
right? Are you talking about Michelle Andrews?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Now, Dave, when you talk about give Michelle Andrews a good send-up or whatever it is, even the send-up is good. It's painful, Dave. Her mother already indicates she does not need any help. And I agree with her. Let her go down in peace. The mother should not even have a police presence there. That young lady was tortured to the highest level, Dave. What you call good? And if I was the mother or family, I will have a private funeral for her. I will have a private funeral for her because the police, not one of them supported her. And even a statement coming from Richard Brown was disrespectful. So Dave, you talk about good send-off. Let her body go down in a family way, in a peaceful manner, with no police presence or whatever around that poor girl's funeral. That is what I have to say.
All right. Thank you, caller. All right. All right. So to the point that I was making is that from reading the story, reading everything, I wasn't hung up so much on the headline. Was that it does take a lot of strength as a woman to come forward to state that.
I know Empress Dianna ain't gonna touch this subject with a 10-foot pole. Stay far from it.
Queens, to see you.
It's a subject that gets a lot of talk show hosts uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
If they don't cut you off, they interject and start talking about some other topic. Oh Lord. I'm not gonna touch it either. You're talking about diet earlier. Not diet, but different
Health,
stroke or whatever, medical, yeah. And some people say sometimes you don't even know what to eat. Everything, there's always something coming up on top. They say this ain't good, coffee ain't good. I hear guys say fish is not good. They say ginger is not good. You say lemon is good, lime is not good.
Did they say in excess?
You didn't say excess. You just say that's no good. Stay away from it. Then I hear you use brown rice, and other people say no, white rice. You never know. This guy I was telling you about that used to live in St. Kitts, a radio host that passed away. He had somebody on his program, a medical doctor that was dealing with stroke, and he was telling him, you don't know what to eat because everything is everything is a problem with everything to eat. Then the same guy, a couple weeks. The same guy, who was saying that you don't know what to eat. He had food poison a couple weeks later and then died a couple of days after. So, another thing I want to touch quickly again, the sites. You were talking about the pay to go to various sites. This is a bit late on that because it's been done in the rest of the Caribbean. And so if you go to Jamaica, you have to pay to go to the Duns River Falls, Antigua, Nelson Dockyard, And then a lady was talking about the bathrooms in the UK, paying to go to the bathroom. I saw something in the UK, seen it a couple of times in the UK. It's amazing. When they have the carnival, the apartments and the business along that route, the parade route, they open up their bathroom to the public for £2, £3, £4. And I just imagine if Simmons was to do that. Let's say the port wasn't there yet, and all those houses in down the bottom town now, people go around Victoria Park and they open up their bathroom for free. or the business in Kingston open during those are open during Carnival Day. Open the offer the bathroom for free. But I wouldn't want nobody. I wouldn't want strange people coming in my house to use my bathroom even for free. I would be uncomfortable with that. But they do that in the UK. I never see it other places. But all right, have a good one. Bye.
All right, thanks, Greens. Was making. So yes, from reading the article, and from the vantage point that it was difficult, Miss Andrews went through a lot of challenges after making the report, stated from what happened within the organization and that she was treated as an outcast. Now, what it is that is so difficult for me to come to terms with is that I can totally understand why women, when things have been done against them, whether it's assault, whether it's assault in one form or the other, and going to the full extent of being raped, why so many women do not come forward, right? Because you have to deal with all the repercussions of what happens. First thing up, persons do not want to believe you. Now, I'm speaking in the context of just women in general, not necessarily to the case of Miss Andrews, because that case did not go forward, all right? That case was not tried in a court of law. So at this point in time, it's just something that was alleged to have happened, and it's not a proven fact. It was not a proven fact in a court of law, all right? But it bothers me a lot in that as a woman coming forward and saying that such and such a person, especially somebody within society, has done this or that to me, that I am then vilified. I become a victim, again, a victim of society. And this is what truly does bother me. I do have to say that recently we noted that there's a particular gentleman from a prominent family who pled guilty to an assault, right? An assault against a lady. And we see that is going through the court process. Now, while it is, of course, I am not happy that the incident has happened. I am happy to see that it went through the process. I am happy, quote unquote, happy that the person has pled guilty to it. And I am happy that the person who brought the report in the first place found the courage to come forward. All right?
Yeah. As
many of us as women, and, like, there was something that happened to me, but my mother doesn't even know this, but there was something that had happened at a club that I went to, where a popular club back in the day. And some guys I realized afterwards it was a technique where they fondled me, right? I was pushed in a position where I was fondled. And strange enough, my mother was there and my uncle came, and I did not say anything to anybody. And the reason why I didn't say anything to anybody, because I felt like I did something. Like I was the one to, do something that encouraged them to do what it is that they did to me, And the thing of it is that I was probably like 18, 17, somewhere about there. I was that age. And I totally understand why women do not come forward and say anything. Yep. Because number one, you feel as though you are guilty. And number two is to prove that it did happen, because again, it's your word against somebody else's in the context of a professional, and depending on who it is that you are making the allegation against, persons are going to
you get the victim shaming and the
victim shaming and victim blaming. And, so with the situation with Miss Andrews, it is unfortunate what it is that she had to go through in life just for making this report. Again, I do not know whether or not the allegation is true, whether or not it happened, but I do have to commend women for coming forward and saying something, making their reports. And with that, I end it. All right, any thoughts before, just in case?
I have a whole set of thoughts, but I probably would say this. I lost the thought I was going to say, but let me say this other one though. When it comes to things like that, what I have observed as a woman in this world is when you come out and you say things like that, somebody molested me, somebody raped me, or somebody did this to me, It all depends on who the man is that you are accusing, and that evidence across the world, not just in this country. If it's a ghetto youth, of course everybody believe the ghetto youth rape and the ghetto youth molest, or he touch you, or he feel this, or he touch that. He's a ghetto youth and they're no good. They're up to no good. But if it's somebody in a jacket and a tie, or if it's a pastor, or if it's, whatever it is, somebody that society loves and they hold in high esteem, it's, you sure you're in lie? Why is only now you're saying that? But see how she does dress, and all of that set of foolishness that I grew up hearing these foolish comments when a woman is raped. But she beg for that. You see how she does dress? There's no excuse for rape. A woman walking naked, you still don't have no right to touch the woman. You understand me? And I if we look at this particular case with this woman, this police officer, for the young girls and women looking on, what message does it send to us? Is it saying that, you could say somebody molests you, you could say somebody sexually harass you, whatever the case may be, but it depends on who the person is. No investigation is going to take place or something like that. Is it okay? Is it okay for any man to be accused of rape or molestation and nobody looks into the case? Is it okay? So if I am molested, what do I do? What do I do if I am molested? If it's a man in high society, just keep my mouth shut, because not only is it not going to be looked into, but I'm going to get the blame and people are going to say I lie and I this and I that. What message does that send? But I'm going to just stop right there. That's it for me.
All right, hold on. I was going to play a song, but let's change the tempo just a little. All right, let me pull over something else. Don't want to feel as if attacking anybody. All right. So we are going to head on out of this segment at this time, and in about 3 minutes time, we are going to bring to you today's community dateline. Okay.